But when I got off the show, my wife said that the white lady said that I put her picture up after saying genocide to white people and Jews. Now, y'all know y'all been on my show many a times. I'm clear to say I am not a racist. Lady J, who's on the left, she said, I said genocide or something else to Jews and white people. Now, all those listeners listen to me every Friday or listen to the reruns, please put it in the chat because I thought I was clear that I always say that I am not a racist. And I would never speak like that, especially when I put her picture up. But let's listen again.
The genocide and the bloodshed of all white Americans and Jewish Americans. And then he put our picture up as a Sambo betrayer of the race.
That's how good. Now, hold on real quick. He is a Sambo and a betrayer of the race. Because yesterday, when he was holding his black son, I said, brother, you calling me the N-word in front of your white wife while you holding your black son? You are a Sambo. He said, I'm on a different code. I said, that's right. You're a Sambo. But this is when I put the picture up of him and his wife. Not the family. Him and his wife, because she was being very disrespectful. And I was just on talking to everybody about what happened when he said the N-word before. I also invited this brother man to man on my show. He refused. Let me remind you, I never said anything about Jews or white people. Isn't that what Karens do? They put on fake charges. Isn't that what people do? Also, if you look, it's two other people on here. I know y'all were watching in the chat. I would never say that, but that's what she said. Let me rewind this one more time so you know that I'm not lying.
The genocide and the bloodshed of all white Americans and Jewish Americans. And then he put our picture up as a Sambo betrayer of the race.
That's how good. Now, this is what really happened after I told her several times to get off the show, stop commenting on the chat. I'm not going to let you on. You're sounding like a racist. She called me a racist and an idiot. This is what I did because her husband wouldn't come on, and I don't want to talk to some white lady. Brother, right there. I'm praying for you, good brother. I could have put up the picture with you and the Trump stuff, but I'm not. Tell you what. Again, I said I could have put up the picture with you and the Trump stuff. I'm not. I call him good brother. I never said anything about white people or Jews. Leave me alone, brother. I don't like arguing with women. You know, if you're not man enough to come on, I respect that. And I understand why you don't want to come on, honestly. But tell your wife, go to sleep, brother. A minute. Tell your wife, go to sleep, brother. I don't like arguing with women, brother. Tell your wife, go to sleep, brother. Leave me alone. Did I threaten them like they said I threatened them? Did I mention anything about Jews and white people? But she went on a platform and straight up lied. Isn't that what Karens do? Please put it in the chat. Oh, I'm on one tonight. This isn't what the show's about. But for the people that thought I should shut up and not be a strong Garveyite, it's on tonight. But I got more video of me being respectful when she wasn't. Yeah, go ahead, Doc. I think isn't your now this point she's putting something in the chat, and I try to be cool with. I say, we talking about reparations? Isn't your husband running for office or something? He should know about reparations. I don't think I was disrespectful. He's been running, reparations for black people. Hold up. Reparations for black people are a major topic. So I want you to understand that. Have him come on. If he doesn't know about it, then he should know about this. Captain A to this because I think you're. So I didn't disrespect her there. Here's another one on there, but the man in Florida was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life. Now let me tell you this: she's talking about Carmelo Anthony, and she felt he should have been guilty. She felt the system was right. She felt that he shouldn't have been under the tent. She has a right to her opinion. But this isn't the show for a white person to voice those kind of views. Did I disrespect her on her views? We know that. We're saying that the law is stand your ground. And under that law, he should have at least been convicted of maybe murder, but with self-defense or something. But actuality, that law says if you stand your ground and someone touches you, you have a right to defend yourself, whether right or wrong. And that's where you don't understand. You need to learn the law. You need to understand before you use your emotion to defend your race. Even though you're married to a white person, we're talking facts. This isn't, I'm sorry, a black person. This isn't about racism. I believe I said this isn't about racism. About the law right now. There were people that have been running away and chased that person, shot him, and got off for stand your ground, which that's not even the law. Trayvon Martin is a prime example. I'm breaking it down. The guy chased them down. I'm not calling out our name. You don't chase anybody, you stand your ground. I know it's a crazy law because we don't have it in Maryland, but that's the law. And if that guy's in Texas and he knows the law, when he pulls that knife out and says, "You better not touch me," he understands if that guy touches him, he can defend himself. Whether you agree with him being in a tent or not, that is Texas law. No one. So I'm just talking about Texas law. Have I disrespected it? I'm not even going to show all the things she did about calling me a racist, about calling me an idiot. But we go on because she lied. And somebody in the chat, if somebody does that on somebody's platform, says something, we got the video that I said something. Can I sue a Karen? Can I get a comment? Is it possible to sue a Karen? But let's keep it going. It's stopping you but yourself. Hope you learn how to do better for yourself and your family. Okay, let me get. I don't know if this is the white wife or the Sambo brother that when it felt the nerve to call me the N-word in front of his white wife. And I gave him the link. I told him to join. So he tells me, or she tells me, so stop crying and whining and actually do it for yourself. No one is stopping you but yourself. Hope you learn how to do it better for yourself and your family. Well, I'm doing the best I can for myself and my family, but the difference between me and you is my race is my family. I love black people. Damn, I love them when I'm talking and I'm on it. I'm on one tonight. And I'm on all those people who said I was out of pocket, who said I shouldn't be a strong Garveyite, who says I shouldn't defend Marcus Garvey. I'm on one tonight. And so don't get mad at me that you're on the wall with loving black people. And you don't like when black people talking about coming together, uplifting ourselves. That doesn't make sense. Who's crying? We're talking about serious issues about coming together and unifying. So I got to put you out there on that. I think I was very respectful. She's on my platform. Now, to go back, I let them know that I would be talking about the incident on Lady J's show. I was upset for like a couple days about it. Yo, this brother called me the N-word, this or that. But I invited the brother on because he apologized. I thought, yo, I shouldn't have said. I'm like, yeah, brother, I want you to know that hurt. But we here, we building respect. He didn't come on. He might have mentioned something in the comment. He's gone. So the brother isn't speaking. This is his wife, a white woman going at us for saying race first. I don't even want her on the platform. But she's going off saying I'm an idiot. I need to worry about this or that. This is a white woman. This is the white lady. This is his wife. My husband got bored with you, so he stopped listening a long time ago. No, your husband can't deal with race issues. That's what it is. She says he has heard all of your talking points before, so it was typical. Now, the talking points was us not worrying about a guilty or innocent verdict. I want everybody to know that that show wasn't about Carmelo Anthony being innocent or guilty. It was about why are we still crying about the justice system? The justice system worked. Whenever a black man puts his hands on a white man in Texas, most times he's going to jail. That's Texas law. Check my Facebook page about all those white racists that went in there like, yo, this Texas. He should be hung. I want you to think of that when you think about what this lady's saying. We're saying, yo, what are we going to do about the system? Why are we acting like this system is for us? Why are we sitting back, always relaxed, always crying, always boycotting and picketing, and nothing's happening? At some point, enough is enough. We need to start. Where's my man, brother Keith Scott? We need to start our own political party. You need to join the UNIA, the black government for our people, the red, black, and green. We need to be united. We need to be united globally because we're getting our butts kicked globally. This oppressor got his foot on our necks. But never once did I disrespect this woman. Now here's a sister, here's a white lady that says we talking all this race stuff. No, I think your husband punked out because he knows we right and he's just going to shut up. He knows to shut up, you know. But I'm glad we're entertaining to you. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I wish your husband well. I wish your husband well. I wish your husband well. I said it twice. Damn, Doc. Every time I mess with you, Doc, I get involved in exact comment. It's Dr. Daw in the building. I'm going in tonight, good doctor. Are you in the building?
Mm-hmm.
You're more obsessed with race than actually bettering yourself. Hold on. This is the white lady again. In the chat, you're more obsessed with race than actually bettering yourself. Let me remind you, I'm not even talking about this lady the whole show. There are people in the chat going at her. She's just going all in. I'm just pulling up, the chats. Okay, let me read this. Oh, dang, it's the white lady again. You're more upset with race than with actually bettering yourself. I don't even remember this. Let me see how I carried it. Was I disrespectful? Let me see. Doesn't that sound like a racist to say that? Am I right on that, Doc? I'm worried more with race than bettering myself. I'm worried about bettering myself and my people. And this lady is married to a white. Is married to a black man.
But he told her that.
The black man takes it. May I ask you and Brother James something, Doc and Brother James? Mm-hmm. If a black man has a wife that speaks like this, is that an example of a Sambo, brother? Is that an example of a Sambo? Somebody that's selling out his people and allow his own wife that's white to say that black people shouldn't focus on themselves and uplift themselves or feel economically? Maybe that's why he felt the need to call me the N-word in front of his white wife. And maybe that's why she has to speak up for him, but she's not making sense. I'm kind of worried about the brother. No telling what's going on in his house. That's brother, right. Brother, you able to come out, brother? Brother, you okay? The Doc veggie back off of you, Brother James. But she was, here she goes again. She won't stop. Talking, I'm telling you, I could write a script for you. Same old talking.
Okay.
Get some original material next time. This routine has been done before. Let me say this real quick though, because if the husband can't man up and call in, we just not even gonna pay attention to the dumbass wife. We just got to call it what it is. She seems to be a racist. Before you go, Doc, I'm really worried about the brother. Let me remind you that I said that she sounds like a racist, but on the other platform, she called me a racist. On the other platform, she said I said genocide to all white people and Jews, which I never said nothing like that at all. And then I put a picture up of them. What her husband said was I put a picture up of them and told my organization to go at him or something to that effect. He wasn't on the show from what we found. And this is a combination of not one show, 2 shows. And I didn't put the worst stuff she set up about calling me an idiot and all of that stuff. I didn't do all of that. But she went on somebody's platform and straight lied. Please tell me in the chat, isn't that what we call a Karen? I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure out Why I shouldn't be upset that someone disrespects my organization, some punk Sambo, and I should be quiet and not say I'm going to put hands on his brother. I'm really worried. Can you imagine a brother that has a white wife that talks like this, that's against black unity, that's saying with the same old talking points? Maybe that's why the brother won't call. I feel sorry for him, you know.
So it's not racist. It's not racist at all.
This is our first vice, Brother James Richardson. We call him Brother J. Rich. I'm sorry for saying your government name, brother. He's talking to the lady now. It's not racism. It's just race first. Go ahead, brother.
It's race first, like you said, because we're concentrating on that.
Hold on, I'm gonna let the doc veggie back off of you, Brother James. But I guess she's talking about why, since you've been the one talking, I'm telling you I could write a script for you. Same old talking.
Okay.
Get some original material next time. Now, and I'm gonna admit this, Brother J. Rich, you were right. I should not have even read her chats. That's why I failed. I should have just ignored her. But I'm trying to bring some sense into it when people in the chat and we're saying race first and someone's saying you're racist, you're an idiot, you know, get some talking points, blah, 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 blah. I want people to understand that there's a reason we say race first. Go ahead, Brother J. Rich. This routine has been done before. Let me say this real quick though. Because if the husband can't man up and call in, we just not even gonna pay attention to the dumbass wife. We just got to call it what it is. She seems to be a racist. Before you go, Doc, I'm really worried about the brother. I'm really worried. Can you imagine a brother that has a white wife that talks like this, that's against black unity, that's saying with the same old talking points? Maybe that's why the brother won't call. I feel sorry for him. You know, I feel sorry for him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what kind of fetish the brother's into or whatever the case may be, but I'm really worried about him. So I'm praying for you, brother. You know, I'm sorry that your white wife is feels that we're talking about black unity, and that's a problem. Remember, the only issue I really had with the brother was when he called me the N-word. I want you to hear this again, y'all. I said, really, the only problem I had with the brother is that he called me the N-word. Thought that was an appropriate setting by his white wife. But now his white wife seems to have the balls in the relationship. Damn. That she feels that she can call and speak and disrespect brothers that's talking about black unity. Think of that. Let me watch myself. Just because you're married to a black man, don't think that you can come and disrespect black people. Talking about black unity. You know, those days are over. So I feel sorry for your husband. And, you know, the things you say. I would love to hear from the Hanlon, but you won't give. It's a her. Now, we almost done, fam, because I'm tired of dealing with this white lady. But somebody in the chat said, I would love to hear from the brother, thinking it was the husband, but it's the wife. But he's also saying, I agree that it was a stand your ground. I just want y'all to know how this one came about. Not disrespectful at all. You won't give her a chance. She's definitely standing his ground. He's definitely standing his ground. Facts. The reason I don't want to bring her on, for one, I already got into an altercation with her husband. I thought I talked about this, but you might not have heard the show. So this is a whole nother show, by the way. It's like 2 shows combined. I asked her husband in the chat, like she's doing, what was his political, something about, was he Republican, something. He just went off on me. Called me an idiot, called me the nigger. I was like, yo, I ain't no nigger or nigger. And so I actually called in. It wasn't my show, it was somebody else's show. And he's married to her. It's a brother married to her. And so I wouldn't want to have her come on here with what she's saying, calling me an idiot. I never called her an idiot. Calling me ignorant. I never called her ignorant. And so if she was to come like that, I would actually be aggressive to her and go back at her. I think that she has racist ideology because she's not even listening. I never said the brother should I never said the brother didn't commit murder. Obviously, he killed somebody. We're just talking about the system for black people. And if she was on earlier, she would have understood where the show was going. She might have came on late. And the first thing she did was go against me. And I told her I would rather argue, not even argue. I love to have a discussion with your husband, who I got into it with. And he actually apologized to me. So I can't say anything negative about that. I know y'all heard this, right? On my show, he actually apologized to me. So I really can't say anything negative about him. On my show. I'm kind of confused why the brother would disrespect me then. I'm trying to be in his mind to figure out why he would disrespect my wife, why he would go at me, keep calling me the N-word, why he would say I threatened his family, I threatened his wife, I was disrespectful for his wife. I'm telling this brother straight off the bat, I don't want your wife on because she's sounding like a racist. And it's not a platform for white people. It's a platform for us. And if she doesn't like it, that's her damn problem. Stop coming in the chat, being disrespectful to people in the chat going crazy, calling her a racist. She's calling me an idiot, all kinds of names. I never called her anything. You see, video is very, very powerful. But I'm not going to sit here and argue with some white woman over a brother being persecuted when she thinks he committed murder. I just think the show will go far left. And I want to keep the show. I don't mind having people to disagree. Brother Keith Scott, I sent you the whatchamacallit to come back on. I don't want people to think that, that they're not valued for their opinion. But like Brother Keith said, once we bringing somebody from Houston, Texas, and he tells you what the law is, you can't just keep arguing when we telling you the law. I understand it feels different. I think I'm being very respectful to this lady. And I'm being very, very righteous and humble. I got on a Stay Humble shirt today. I'm being very, very righteous and humble by not calling her what I really want to call her. For that blatant lie, talking of the things that she said. Because I can call a 5-letter word and a whole bunch of other things. Because we're from Maryland and we don't understand it. Like people in Houston don't understand if somebody comes into your house and we can't shoot them. We got to run away. Like we got to go into another room, let them take our stuff. Like it's different laws. Like people from Houston don't understand it. Like that's not, you're not wrong. You're wrong. No. And to my white sister, I would tell you, I can't have an intelligent conversation with you because the last time you was going at people disrespectfully in the chat, and the conversation is simple. We think the system is bogus against us, and you don't agree. There's not going to be an intelligent conversation I can have on this platform. This platform is for us as black people to build real truth and power. And if you don't agree, you can sit there and argue. Your husband's black, he can come on, but I'm not going to argue with some white woman who feels that the brother killed somebody and was treated fairly for the trial, when everybody here feels that he wasn't treated fairly. So it's not just me you're arguing with, and I just think that this platform is not for you, and I'm not going to give you the privilege and honor of me cussing your ass out. I say that lightly. Sorry about the cuss word. And yes, Sister Brenda.
The genocide and the blood.
So I'm confused here. I'm confused here at how this all came to be. That she would feel that she could disrespect me. Her husband could disrespect me. Her husband said I threatened his family on the internet. So now that I've proven that wrong, now that I've proven that I would never say anything genocide to white people and Jews, what? I'm sitting up here saying I'm not racist the whole show to this lady. So I'm thinking, now I got to go back to that conversation the other night.